How you doing? Um, every now and then I'm gonna blog about stuff, various topics. So just bear with me. This one, I like to call it Willie Lynch politics. The reason I call it that is because you get off work and you watch the TV and the news, and they keep talking about politics every couple of days, kind of like it's a reality show now, and it's starting to get whacked. For one, everybody like who familiar with Willie Lynch is basically turning the slaves against each other so he can get over to keep making money by using all kind of various tactics. Well, I kind of feel like it's kind of spilled over into a negative way into the politics. Part of it was he wanted to get paid and keep getting paid off of slavery. The other part was you got to have a superiority complex. It might be twisted, but it's a superiority complex nonetheless. So you use that to justify your means to an end. Same as like, the King James Bible and all that other stuff. But because of that complex, it's boiled over into our politics. Yeah, I'm black. Yeah, I'm a Democrat. Yeah, I voted for Obama, but I also voted for Karen Gore. I would have voted for Clinton if I could have. I wasn't that. I couldn't do it then. But this superiority complex is messing with everything now. One problem is, if you think you're better than somebody, you're going to hate losing to them. And if you can't cheat, then you're going to just destroy everything. So that's what it always looks like to me in the media. Every couple of weeks, every couple of months, it's something new, it's something else. Granted, the country is already politically, so to speak, messed up because of the stuff that went on when Bush was in office. That's just the facts. But it's a difference when you put everybody at jeopardy. Like, I think the people are really kind of racist. I mean, to the point where they don't like their own people. Because at this point, I think Obama's mostly a poster child because he's black and a president, so they really don't want him to succeed under the circumstances because we only probably in this country had maybe 4, 5 real good presidents that the country says through the history of time that were great. And they don't want the first black guy to be, 6. So that's just the way it is to me. Past that, you can't justify this stuff. And this goes on both sides because, like, I'm a Democrat or whatever, but it goes on both sides. They had the period where they had the House and the Senate and the White House and put together things and they didn't do nothing with it. So what's wrong on both sides? Like, you want change, you get a president that says he brings change. They ain't Jesus. He ain't gonna walk on water or nothing, but if he puts forth a bill and you think is worthy of the country using in a positive direction, and do something with it. But I don't see that happening much. And politics used to be, to me, a form of business. So the rules always change, but you never really knew the rules. But now it's like, it's more of a sport. Everybody knows the rules. Everybody knows when somebody's playing games. So now it's like, it's publicized from every different angle, from every different political show, and you can just read through all the nonsense and see that everybody's just playing games. So what are we gonna do now? Because I'm sure after this debt ceiling thing, there's gonna be something else, and there's gonna be something else, and there's gonna be something else. And at this rate, the Tea Party, tea baggers, as I like Bill Maher when he be saying that, they gonna get them reelected. Like, I appreciate the Tea Party because you never realize how crazy people could get until they lose. Like, yeah, he black, man. Get over it. Like, every other president and vice president was white. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's gonna be a Indian one day. It's gonna be a Hispanic cat one day. It's gonna be a woman one day. It's gonna be a Muslim one day. I know y'all say Muslim too, but hey, whatever. But all that, And it's not, and I hate to be the one to say this to some people, it's not our fault, it's your fault. Racism did this. When you teach a person to hate another person, and you have different scales of balances and situations where you make it harder for one person than the other, sometimes you actually make those people better than you because you don't have to be as sharp as somebody else. And now, you know, as a kid, my family always told me you had to be 10% better than, you know, somebody who was white in America. You always had to be better than them. So you got to understand, you teach kids in school that they're inferior. And then the older they get, and the more history they learn, they start seeing that's not the case. So now that they acting out and becoming things of themselves, and one happens to become the president, now all of a sudden, the whole country's in jeopardy. Or you're losing the country. Or this is not how it's supposed to be. I understand, you know, this is a free country and it was supposed to be land of the free, home of the brave, but didn't really, it was supposed to go for the slaves and the actual Native Americans and stuff. But too late for that now. Either you're going to work with it or you're going to keep working against it. Because at the end of the day, it's more of a class issue than anything else. Because it looks like rich people don't want poor people to get any kind of benefits in life. So they want to shut them down. But at the same token, those rich people want to cater to super rich people because they put money in their pockets. So if you're going to get welfare to yourself through your trickle-down effect from your rich friends, and don't give welfare to the poor people, you're causing a revolution. And that's dumb. But hey, that's what the country was built on.